Hello, I just wanted to give you a little bit of information about these three prompts. You can watch these videos, and basically, first time I learned about it was a book by Charles Duhigg, and in a nutshell, Target used predictive modeling to predict if a teenage girl was pregnant, started sending her flyers like, hey, do you need diapers? And then the dad freaked out, went down to Target manager, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of debate about this. I guess I've seen the shopping list a couple years ago, what the teenager bought. They predicted that she was pregnant. It's things that we've all bought. It's like hand cream, like tomato soup, just normal everyday things. What Target was able to do is say, hey, when people buy these things with certain frequency, or like once in a while, versus never buying them before or rarely buying them, it's probably that she's pregnant. So that's basically what they did. So if Target can predict whether or not somebody is pregnant without them knowing about it, is that good or bad? What if, the second question is, what if Target or the U.S. government or YouTube can predict if you have a disease or are likely to get a disease that's preventable or not preventable? Should you know? Would you want to know? If you go down to 7-Eleven and you buy red vines and orange juice and beef jerky, and they say, hey, you know what, 99% of the time when people buy that and they haven't bought it in the last 6 months, it's because of this disease, and if you go see your doctor and get this shot, hey, we can cure you. Would you want to know that? But the opposite side of the coin is, with that much information, that much power, companies would be able to tell, hey, this is your favorite type of candy, and we can text you every time you pass a store or when you're going to pass a store. Okay. And another thing, the last kind of prompt, something to think about, and something I've always been interested in. The American College of Medical Genetics has a list, and when they were talking about this list, one of the things that came up at a conference I was at is, do you have the right to know a disease of your kid after they turn 18 if you've never had a kid or pregnant? So what do I mean by that? So I don't have any kids, but me and my wife said, hey, let's have a kid. We have a kid, and then that kid's 2 years old, but the doctor finds out that kid will have a disease when they're 55 years old. I can't do anything about it. Maybe I can. Do I have a right to know about that kid's disease after, even before they happen? It's a really interesting question. That kid will eventually turn 18, and they'll have the right to know about their disease. That disease will not happen in my lifetime. That disease will not happen when I have any custodial control of that kid. What rights do I have to know about future generations? So these are kind of really big ethics questions. Now, how do they relate to NLP? Well, a lot of these things tie back directly to NLP, because a lot of, the pregnancy was shocking, but a lot of how we use words is very, very vital to predicting a disease. Let me give you an example. When you're drunk, what happens? You slur your speech. When you have Alzheimer's, when you have most neurological diseases, Down syndrome, ALS, Parkinson's, what happens? The words you use change, the way you say the words change, your writing changes. So they directly impact NLP. So it's something to really think about. If NLP, at the rate it's growing, can predict a person's disease or 10 generations down, where does this all fall in? So that's kind of what I want you to think about for this prompt. What scapegoats, what rail guards, what switches should we turn off? I mean, if I could predict with 100% accuracy who the 19th president in the future is going to be, even though if he hasn't been born, is that good or bad? I worked on a project when, even before I was admitted to a PhD program, where I was looking at YouTube videos to try to predict CTEs, brain damage from football and MMA fights. I would go to the person's YouTube video, download the video, run it through a bunch of machine learning, and try to predict when they would have a brain injury. And I'm just one little student at UNLV at the time. This was 3 years ago. Targeted the pregnancy thing 12, 13 years ago. Imagine what they can do today. So I really want you to kind of think a little bit about, you know, one of these prompts here. It doesn't have to be all three. Just pick one and go for it. So it's just kind of hard to explain in text. So there you go.